My life in the Philippines, since I was like a little kid during that time, I don't have like a clear memory of it. When I was born, I didn't have my dad around. He was already in America and he was trying to set his life, to bring us there. I didn't know what was going on mostly since, I was a little like around 2 years old, 3 years old. But whenever he like came around and visited me and my mom, they say I turned into a different person. I'm a different like baby. I would be excited, I would laugh, I would giggle, I would like be happy. And whenever the time came that he would leave, I'd go back into that like emotional state where I'm like quiet, I'm introverted. And he wouldn't usually leave a cap, like a baseball cap. We had like this big get together and we had like a party on the street. Neighbors would come around, congratulate us, saying, "Oh, Cora, good luck, and to your little son too." And it's like, "Hey, when you get famous, make sure you come back and greet us." And when the party was done, we all cleaned up. We all like said our final goodbyes. So when we reached the airport, my grandparents, they couldn't go inside, and they would follow us until we got inside the terminus, and then they would just wave goodbye. From Manila, we had to fly all the way to Atlanta, which is around a 16-hour flight. As soon as we got out of the gate, we went straight for baggage claim, and that's when I saw my dad. I just ran past everyone, and I hugged my dad, and like I felt home. In the Philippines, seatbelts weren't that regulated as often, so I saw the seatbelt, but they would say, "Sean, put your seatbelt on," in Tagalog. They would scream at me. I was like, "But why?" And it's just like, "They just do it. They're strict here." I was like, "Okay." So I put on my seatbelt. I didn't really have a lot of like friends because I'm an outsider. Like, I didn't get used to like my friends until I got to school. It was hard for me adjusting, finding a friend. I was still like an introvert. I was like still not talking to anyone. Second grade was bullying. They would call me names. Like they would call me like, "Are you Asian or are you actually Hispanic?" And you're just like, "I'm Asian. Like I'm full-blown Asian. Believe me." It's like, "Nah, you're Hispanic." I ran to my mom and dad and talked about it. Like, "Are we Filipino or are we someone different?" And they're like, "No, Sean. Did you forget what your grandfather said and what I told you on the plane? Like, don't forget like where you came from." And so I was like, "Yeah, you're right." In the fourth grade, around 10 years old, we had the chance to head back home to the Philippines. We spent about like nearly a month there. We were happy. We're getting back together, and we're like just telling stories about like how it's so different here now, how I was like how I was growing up, and just told them stories like, "Yeah, it's hard for me there, but it's the only reason that keeps me, like one of my motivations that keeps me going is you guys. Like, I promise one day I'll come back with something to repay you all for all your sacrifices and trying to make your lives a better place." I felt like an outsider. I didn't feel welcomed initially, and it took a long, long road, like actually fitting in. So I think that's my whole like story. Like, it's a long road getting here. It's a longer road up ahead. I don't know what's up there. So I'm happy that I made my name here. I'm happy that I found my family. I found my second family. I found my group of friends that I can talk to. Last summer, I went back home and I told them everything. I told them all about my friends. And I felt home, and I just felt I'm so proud that I can make you all smile because of my achievements. But I don't want to stop there. I really want to make you happy even more and make your life easier. I want to have a job that I can have fun with, but also challenging as well. And I want to make my like name. Like, I kind of want to make my own business. It changes like my view on things coming here to America, and I'll see like, wow, I'm lucky being here, but I want to help people. Like, in the Philippines, I would have grown up to someone who would focus on himself and his family, not anyone else, because I already have enough like things to do. and I don't have enough resources to help anyone. But here in America, I have more resources to play with and to help more people.